Maturing is realizing that your peace is more important than being right, being seen, or being invited. You don't have to force access or clarity. Sometimes you just gotta leave things be and keep it moving.
Hey cousins, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite cousin, Glow Up with Elon. You already know this channel is your safe space to just be, to breathe, to grow, and of course, to glow. Here we celebrate women embracing themselves with love, patience, and kindness. I'm that cousin, yes, your favorite cousin, who will always cheer you on, reminding you to forgive yourself and helping you shine from the inside out. Every video, and I mean every video, is a chance for us to laugh, learn, and grow together, adding a little sparkle, a little softness, and just the right amount of realness. So if you're ready to elevate your life one step at a time, you're exactly where you're meant to be and where you need to be. Right here with me, your favorite cousin. Now, cousins, y'all get in here. Today's video, cousin, we're going to talk about protecting our peace. Because after the last week we just had with the rap girlies out here going for each other's throat, stepping off their thrones to address nonsense, I said, let me rally my cousins together because we need to talk. We really need to have a sit down. So today we're breaking down how to protect your peace and not let anyone pull you down or make you shrink to fit their standards. But before we dive into this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I drop a new video to help you glow from within. So go ahead, like I always say, get comfortable, grab your tea, and I mean the tea that you drink, not the other tea. And just relax, and let's get into this video, cousin. Stay tuned.
Listen, sometimes to protect your peace, you have to adjust your proximity with people, places, and things. And it's simple. However your body reacts when you're around people or you're in a certain place, you're feeling a certain energy, like that's the voice we got to listen to. So you have to protect your peace. You have to decide what makes you happy. What is your goal? What journey are you on? And then we adjust. We adjust as needed. But really, in order to protect our peace, you got to adjust your proximity. Sometimes people want to just be close to you. Baby, everybody can't be close to you. Everybody, shake them off. Everybody can't be close to you, sweetheart. No, I fear.
Look, I'm at this phase in my life where I'm protecting my peace at all costs. It's my privacy era. I'm not answering no questions about who, what, when, where, why. I'm keeping my circle small. The people that's been there with me since the beginning, that's been holding down, are the people that are in my circle, and I'm minding the business that pays me. That's the era that I'm in. I don't owe nothing to nobody. I don't owe social media. I don't owe these brands. I don't owe work. I don't owe nobody any of my business. That's what protecting your peace at all costs means. It's privacy. It's prioritizing privacy over everything. Everybody don't gotta know everything. Keep them guessing.
You gotta stay connected to your peace, even when there's no provision. Connected to your peace, even when it feels like they're out to get you. I gotta stay in peace. That's the anchor that he gives them for this assignment. Protect your peace at all costs. Your peace is going to be what helps you to understand which relationships, which connections are important. If you don't have peace, you can't move forward. Because he gave them an assignment to prepare the way for him. And when you know that you don't just represent yourself, you represent God, you want to be careful about the environments you create for his presence. which means that even if the conditions are hazardous outside of me, because I carry his presence, I can't let those conditions get inside of me, because I am a dwelling place for his presence. It's why I have to do the work to make sure that I get my soul anchored, and that I do the therapy, and that I do the forgiveness, and that I move away from the friendships that bring out the worst in me, because I am a dwelling place for his spirit. And if he's going to release peace through me, then I got to find a way to get to a place of peace inside of me, because I recognize that part of being on assignment for God means that I have to go into hazardous conditions.
My grandmother used to say, if you don't like somebody, do not talk about them. She'd say, don't give them your words, don't give them your focus, don't even give them your breath. I have to admit, I didn't get it back then. I thought maybe she was just keeping the peace. Now I understand. She was protecting her energy, because our words are super powerful. Our attention is fuel, and what we water grows. Even when we're speaking in frustration, or when it just feels like harmless venting, we are still feeding what we don't want. And our ancestors knew that. They knew that silence was not a weakness, it's wisdom. You gotta cuss somebody out to reclaim your peace or your space. You can simply withhold your energy. No gossip, no rehashing, no explaining, just protection. Because energy moves like prayer. And girl, not everything deserves our prayer. So now I am not wasting time trying to drag what's beneath me. I'm rising quietly, but completely.
I wanted to come and talk to you really quick. And I mean, when I say really quick, like this is just gonna take a second. One of the things that just make me me, that make Jenna, is I don't go for nothing. Like, I'm very hard up. I am strict. And I say that to say, this is how I maintain my peace. So right now, like my process, I'm slowly gaining back my peace. I got my power back, but I'm slowly gaining my peace back. One thing about it, two things for sure. I'm not going for no bad friends. I'm not going for no kind of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? If you don't check all my boxes, I'm not even going to consider you a friend. I'm not even going to want to be around in your presence. And another thing is, I noticed that my energy is slowly becoming back in balance. I know when my heart isn't aligning in something, like I'm that in touch with myself. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I know what I've been through. I know what I'm going to do, and I know what God has in store for me. So knowing all those things and having faith that the best things possible are going to happen, you are going to protect that by any means. And when I say any means, I mean any means necessary. Going back and forth, no. Arguing, no. If you yell at me, you're going to be yelling at yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not impressing nobody. I'm not spreading myself thin for no friendship that's not doing the same for me. I just cut all of that off. And when I tell y'all, I could lay in this bed and go to sleep peacefully. I could, no, for real. Like I rest my head down because I know I'm not in any drama. No one can say I'm arguing with them. No one is making me lose sleep. No one, like, stop allowing these people to keep messing up your peace, to keep your energy in balance. It's not worth it. That's a little advice from me to you. Please listen to it. Protect your peace. Gain your peace, protect your peace. And when your peace has been like 1,000,000,000% fulfilled and replenished, I'm telling you, you are going to do everything in your power to keep it that way, okay? Peace, love, and applesauce. Bye.
Don't say nothing. Don't express those emotions. It's going to backfire. Don't say nothing. Go get a towel, bite it, scream in the towel. But don't say nothing. Shh. And quietness and confidence shall be your strength. Take a deep breath. Walk it off. Don't respond.
When I find out that somebody is creating drama and attaching my name to it, I am hitting the block button and I am moving on with my day. I am a person that blocks bad energy. I'm a person that blocks disrespect. I'm a person that blocks negativity. I'm a person that blocks drama. You bring any of those things into my life, I'm blocking you and I'm moving on with my day. Life is too short.
The most powerful person in the room is the one who's willing to walk away. I used to think strength was holding on, fighting for things, proving my loyalty, making it work at any cost. But that cost was always me. My peace, my energy, my potential. And then I realized the real power isn't fighting to keep something. It's in being fearless enough to leave when something no longer serves you. I don't lose people, I release them. I don't beg for opportunities, I outgrow them. And because I move this way, I never lose. I just keep making space for what's meant for me.
Because I'm very particular about protecting my peace. That's really why I don't let a lot of different energies around me very often, because I'm very intentional about protecting my energy and my peace. And energy is contagious. Energy contagion is real. You get around somebody that's negative. Have you ever noticed that other people become negative around them? And the problem is whoever's most certain will always win. So if that person is certainly and absolute about gossiping, or certain and absolute about being depressed, or certain and absolute about, speculating and drama and trauma and all that's great for you. Most people aren't certain. So now they're all following that leader down to the negative path, and I'm not interested in that path. So for me, I understand that we're human, and I understand that we go through things, but you've got to fight like hell to get back to you, for me, in order to be around. And that's with anyone in my life.
The greatest lesson I've learned is the ability to not outsource my power. And my power actually lies in my presence and my association. Wherever I go, there's favor, there's anointing, there is the presence of God. And oftentimes the world attempts to shame you from claiming that, to claim that you're special, to claim that you're chosen. But that's just another way to silence your voice, FYI. But in that, there's going to be so many people in the world that feel entitled to your presence, that feel entitled to your energy, because you're just a naturally good person, you're a naturally pure-hearted person. And so when people do things that are disrespectful or harmful, and they know that they are attempting to cross your boundaries, they're expecting to meet the good side of you. And when you realize that the true blessing is your energy, your presence, you begin to realize that's all what these people are after, right? It's your presence. And oftentimes people hate you so much that they're willing to belittle you just to say, hey, I have this person in my life. And it doesn't make sense, but we're not supposed to empathize with the wicked. And so I just wanting to let you know your greatest power is your presence. So really treat yourself like you're meant to be gatekept. Oh, you know what you got over here, so they got to get with the program. And they're not going to like it, but it is what it is.
I notice when I protect my energy and put it where it's aligned, better things come. So a lot of things just be tests. The universe tests you with things. Like what the nigga say? I lost a bag and got a bigger bag. I lost a friend and got a realer friend. Thought I lost a plug. He was really just a middleman.
I am a true believer that sometimes the best thing that you can ever do for yourself is shut out the world and go into isolation. That's the best thing that you can do for yourself sometimes, because when you're actually focused and when you allow yourself to really bask in your life and you try to find solutions for your life, you will understand that the only thing that has kept you from being a better version of you is yourself. Because you have not given yourself enough time to actually isolate and actually get to know who you are, instead of getting to know the version that other people want you to be. And that's one thing that I have learned on this journey while healing, is that the best thing I could have ever did and the best choice I've ever made was taking my isolation serious. And when I took my isolation serious, my life turned around tremendously, miraculously. I started to see myself in way different, more ways than I've ever seen myself, because I got to know who I was. I got to know what it was that I needed in order for me to survive, not for me to survive in other people's life or other roles in people's life. I survived for me, and I started to see what I needed in order for me to elevate. So the best thing that you can do is learn who you are wholeheartedly without any distractions. And I guarantee your life will be totally different. If you give yourself some time, pour into yourself and value that time with yourself, you will realize how much you really don't need people to survive. You really just need yourself.
You know how you're going to start protecting your peace? You're going to start minding your business. You are not going to get involved in things that do not concern you. You are not going to give unnecessary opinions that no one asked you for. You are not going to make someone else's emergency your emergency. You are not going to prioritize what they need over what it is that you need. Because sometimes you are the answer to the problem, and sometimes the answer is not giving an answer and allowing them to figure it out.
Your peace is tied to protecting your spirit. To not protect your spirit by default is to invite spiritual graffiti. Anybody can mark on your esteem. Anybody can mark on your perspective. You can't establish boundaries, and you cannot protect your spirit without denying access to a certain thing or to a certain person. The beauty of spiritual discernment is it will help you to be able to discern those who come into your life who will enrich the soil of your evolution versus those who are just waiting around to consume the fruit. We have confused being the bigger person with the toxicity tolerance. Because when boundaries aren't voiced for the sake of keeping peace out here, it creates war in here. And war in here, to prevent war out there, is not a fair exchange. Boundaries are the investment that we make to ensure that takers do not vandalize our peace. Boundaries are not walls. They're doors with locks. Only you could unlock it. Boundaries and protecting your spirit sounds like this. I understand that you're upset. I understand that you're angry, but I will not allow you to curse me out or be verbally abusive as you decompress. My heart is not your punching bag. No, I'm not coming over. No, y'all not having that at my house this year. No, I will not be at the party. That's not you being mean. That's you understanding that peace is tied to protecting your spirit.
All right, cousins. Thank you so much for tuning in to today. I really hope this video reminds you how important it is to value your peace, because peace is priceless, baby. You can't buy it or even put a down payment on it with money. It's something that just naturally attracts to you when you value yourself. And listen, back to the whole situation with the Nicki and Cardi B. Who, that was a lot. And then it's also a perfect example of what it looks like when you don't truly value your peace. See, those two women, they are beautiful, talented, wealthy, and powerful. And still, all that success doesn't mean much if your spirit isn't settled. Because when you really value your peace, you don't let anyone pull you down into chaos. You realize being right isn't more important than being at peace. I'm not here to judge, and I'm not here to say who's right or who's wrong, because I don't have a heaven or a hell to put anyone in. But at this point, it's beyond that. I'm just speaking from a place of wishing that both of these women, knowing their power, would choose peace over pride. Because when you know your worth, cousins, you don't argue with noise. You understand that the outside opinion don't hold any value in your life. And let's be real, the only people that actually won during all of this mess were the bloggers and the social media folks who profit off their drama. Meanwhile, the people in it lost their peace, their focus, and even their joy. Yeah, it might seem like they was having fun going back and forth with each other, but trust and believe, it wasn't. Because it's not worth your peace. It's draining. So, cousin, that's why I'm telling you guys why protecting your peace is everything. When you guard it, you move differently. You speak differently. You glow differently. Here are 3 ways you can protect your peace starting today. Set boundaries with people, with social media, with family, friends, careers, with anything that drains you. Saying no is self-love. Number 2, practice stillness. Whether it's prayer, meditation, journaling, or just sitting in silence, give your spirit room to breathe. And lastly, don't engage in the drama. It's not worth it. Every battle isn't yours. Sometimes peace means walking away and still having your crown. Peace is more than anything. So cousins, I want you to protect and gatekeep your energy like it's sacred, because it is. Don't let anyone take you off your throne or make you question your word. I want you to know that your peace is worth every energy in your body, because you deserve it. You can have all the money in the world, and if you don't have peace, you will be miserable. You see it every day. A lot of these millionaires, they have everything that money can buy except for time and peace. That's something you can't buy. So I hope this video helped you, and I also hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, go ahead, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future glow up moments. And always remember, like I say, be you, because there's only one you, and the world needs more people like you. But like the sand in the hourglass, we are out of time. So until next time, bye, cousins.